Hey guys, it's Jeff. I hope you're all doing real well today. This is going to be part 28 of the Works 8.8 centimeter off 9T VOMAG 1/35 scale. I got quite a bit of stuff painted this morning. I'll show you here in a little bit. But one of the things that needs to be done is getting these wheels masked. There's several ways of painting wheels. And what I'm going to do is actually make masks with some tape and mask them off and then paint the center. So let me show you what I'm doing here, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff that I've painted here in just a little bit. Okay, let's go down the bench. Okay, I've already done a couple, front and back, and then I'll put some more tape to cover the tread. Here's a rear and here's a front. I've already sprayed these with the rubber black. I just need to do the centers with the German gray, which is very, very close to the same color. There's a couple of ways to do this. If you saw Nigel's video, he was actually very careful, and he painted the centers, the gray, and then he took a brush and he very carefully flooded the rim just right up to the wheel. Turned out really, really nice, but it takes a really steady hand to do that. Another way to do it is with the circle templates. Unfortunately, the way the sidewalls are curved on these, the wheel is recessed quite a bit, so it's not really you can't get a really nice tight fit, and you'll end up with overspray. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use my Display circle cutter here. It's got a real fine little cutter right here. Okay, this is basically the same cutter that they use in like the cricket cutters and that type of thing. You got to make sure when you put this down, put it down upside down, or you'll just dull up your cutter. And when you're not using the cutter, it just comes out. It's held in with magnets, and there's a little rubber plastic cap that goes over it to protect that cutting edge. It's on a spring. I've already adjusted it to the spring tension. This is, you got to play around with it quite a bit to get exactly the right sizes and things before you start making your masks. What I do is I measure the diameter. I don't remember now what it was. Well, I just zeroed it. Anyway, measure all the way across the wheel from here to here, and then divide that in half for the radius, because this thing works in radius, not in diameter, so it's the half of the circle. So get that set. And then this is just the regular, I don't know, 13 millimeter Tamiya tape. I don't remember what size it is. Fairly wide Tamiya tape. And just put yourself a little bit down on some cardboard. You could do it on your cutting mat. I don't have a real cutting mat here. I've got this desk mat here. I don't usually cut on it. Okay. But what you do, this is something that you got to kind of get used to, is the way this circle travels. When you got it in this position, it's at the highest part of the circle. So when I set it on the tape, I want to make sure it's where I want it. And I don't generally cut like a full circle. What I do is cut like a 3/4 circle. It's just a matter of just playing with it a little bit. And all you got to do is just, once you get it all set right, is you go around a couple of times, and there's your circle. If you can even see that. Okay. It's awful. Maybe I got the lights turned up a little too bright. Hang on, see here a sec. Maybe that's a little bit better. Anyway, that's a little more than half a circle. And you can just put it on your rim. Work it around. The tape will stretch a little bit, but I find that a lot easier to do than to try and cut a circle the exact right size. And then just before you spray, you want to go around and with a toothpick or something and kind of make sure that edge is nice and snug. But I just cut several at a time, kind of get a little assembly line going here. Really only takes one time around. And this has got like a rubber base on it, so it doesn't slip on you. Bring it around to the top again. It's kind of hard to see where you've cut where you haven't. Okay, and just cut between them. Okay. Get it started. Work it around. That's about all there is to it. Gives you a real nice circle. Just take your time and try and get it right in that edge, and it'll look really good when it's painted. It is a little fiddly to set up. You kind of got to play with it, and sometimes you got to adjust the size a time or two to get it just the way you want it. And make sure you burnish that edge down before you spray. There you go. And I'll put some more tape around the edge to mask that off. Let me go ahead and finish these off camera and get them sprayed. Then I'll come back and I'll show them to you, okay? All right, I'll be back in just a little bit. Thanks, guys. Okay, just a quick peek before I spray them. They're all ready to go. Okay, I've only done the 5. I've got a spare. Well, actually I've done the 6th. I've got a spare that I'm not going to use, so I'm not going to bother with that one right now. Let me get these sprayed, and after they've dried for a while, I'll come back and I'll show you. Be right back. Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a little over an hour since these have been sprayed. Let's go ahead and pull some masks off and see what they look like. If I can get a hold of it. There we go. Tape sticks good. They're almost the same color. Not quite. I can tell a difference. I'm not sure if you can on camera or not. Okay. Yeah, you can tell a difference. I'll put pictures up at the end. Let me go ahead and do one of these. And I can do the rest off camera. Just trying to find the end of the tape. Here it is. Not a lot of difference, but some. Okay. Trying real hard not to scratch anything. Well, let me get the rest of this tape off camera, and then I'll come back and show them to you, and I'll show you the other stuff that's been painted. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know if you can tell a difference or not. I'll put a picture up at the end. There is definitely a difference between the rubber black and the German gray. Okay. A few other things that I got today. Here's that. I masked the black off. I thought about painting the center of the radiator metallic. A couple of subscribers suggested that, but I went ahead and just left it black. Then we'll put the VOMAG across it. Okay. That's all looks pretty good. I don't know if I can focus any better with this or not. That's a little bit better maybe. Okay. I did mask the inside too. I don't know if you can see it or not. The inside's been masked off. And here's the hood. These were painted this morning, so I really don't want to handle them too much yet. There's the hood. Here's the shield that goes over the hood. Okay. This paint is what they call 3/4 gloss, I think. So it does have it's a little bit glossy, but by the time I finish it up with a flat, you know, that shine will be gone. Okay, chassis. Let's back this up just a little bit. There's the chassis all painted in the gray. So I'll be able to put the wheels on this real soon and start getting it done, some of the final assembly work. Here's the back. You can see, I think that seam around there turned out real well. There's a seam all the way around. You can see the little hooks I put in there. That's all done. Still got to paint the doors for the sides. Get those all finished up. And what you guys have been waiting for, there's that all sprayed up. Okay. And I'll put pictures up at the end. I know the webcam doesn't do a beautiful job of showing it. Okay. And while I was in a spraying mood, there's the trailer for the telemeter. Wish this would focus better. I guess when I move the camera back, the focus changes. Let's see here. Okay, there's the trailer, all painted in the gray. I've still got to paint the tires and everything. Oh, that's not quite finished yet, but the trailer looks pretty good. Here's the platform. Okay. Here's the base that sits on the ground. Was real hard in places to tell between the gray and the black. Here's the computer, all done in the gray. Got some decals to put on this, and lots of detail painting still to do on this. Bring out some of those dials and gauges, and I'm not sure just what all, but there's some pretty good references. See what that should look like. And here's the optical device. That's all painted in the gray. Okay. So the only thing I really have left, well, I did also paint the, I'll only grab two. I painted these. I painted both these, and I painted the screens. I haven't put them together yet, but those are done. I've still got to paint the engine. And then I've got to do lots of detail work like the rifles and that kind of stuff I haven't touched yet. So anyway, I made a little bit of progress today. It's nice to get the paint in. No video tomorrow. I've got some other stuff to do, but I'll plan on doing something again on Monday. Alrighty guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.